This episode of the Blink Channel is sponsored by KCT and Associates, located in Dublin, Warner Robins, and Eastman, Georgia. Also, Lessons Lounge, located at 1111 Telfair Street in Dublin, Georgia.
What's going on, y'all? This your boy BigWalo Lemons, live from Dublin, Georgia. You are now watching the Blink Channel.
Yo, it's your boy Blank Man Ripper, and we back at the Blank Channel with your boy Walo, BigWalo. How you doing, fam?
I'm blessed, fam. Blessed and highly favored.
Yeah, we're gonna chop it up today, man. Basically get into your story, you know what I'm saying, your upbringing, you know what I'm saying. What got you here today on the Blank Channel. We're gonna get into all that. So basically, break down to the people who, you know what I'm saying, don't know you, know what I'm saying, who new to the Blank Channel. Break down your upcoming, you know what I'm saying, where you from, you know what I'm saying, how you got to the place you at today.
Alright, I'm born and raised here in Dublin, Georgia, 31021. For those of you not familiar with Dublin it's a small town right off of I-16, about 30 miles on the other side of Macon. Is actually the halfway point between Atlanta and Savannah. When you tell somebody you're from Georgia, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna automatically assume you're from Atlanta. But I rep Dublin, I'm gonna always rep Dublin. I grew up on the west side of town, Telfair to be specific, between Rutland, Flanders, Pritchard Street. I graduated, played ball my whole life. After I graduated, I went to the military. Went to school, you know, went to college or whatever. Got out of the military and just came home and just kind of started marketing and promoting off the whim. Just being out in the streets, being who I am, being in the club, being in the scene. People coming up like, man, you are the host, you ought to do this and the third. So I just jumped out there, leap of faith, and this is what we are with it now. Live on the Blank Channel.
Okay, so give me some history on Dublin, you know what I'm saying, as far as the Telfair Strip, as far as like your not upbringing, but as far as your history growing up, you know what I'm saying. How did this city affect you into the person that you is today?
Yeah, I always say, man, you put somebody from Dublin anywhere in the world, it would make something shake. You know, my city is the home of the hustlers, you know what I'm saying? Going back to like our park days, our park is notorious in a good way though, you know what I'm saying? A lot of artists have come through our park, which is located over in the South Side, so salute to the whole South Side. You had Young Jeezy, which went by the name of Young Jay. His first video was 22's a Buddy, he shot that live at South Side Park. Tone Capone used to come up from Eastman, used to bring all his cars up. Sonny Spoon, you got a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, Dublin is real deep into the history, especially like in hip hop culture. A lot of artists got their first break live in Dublin, you know what I'm saying, Jeezy coming to the fairground, when Reach brought him to the fairground, Future out of One World, Rich Homie Quan, everybody, you know what I'm saying, they got a lot of hip hop is embedded in Dublin, you know what I'm saying, so I think Dublin has instilled in me that you can get it anywhere. If you can make it in Dublin, you can make it anywhere in the world. Just apply your hustle and apply your fortitude to anything you do.
For sure. And we're gonna touch on based on far as like, excuse me. We're gonna touch on based as far as like what you said about being from Georgia. When you say you're from Georgia, everybody automatically assume Atlanta, right. And that's one of my biggest part of my movement. What I've been trying to do, let people know that. It's a lot of great people down here. Like we got a lot of talent from Macon, like I say, Dublin, a lot of places. So break down to these people, let them know far as like what we got down here. Like a lot of times people feel like we have to go to Atlanta. Don't get it wrong. Atlanta is a good place for marketing, promotion, and things of that nature, especially if you want to make it a star. But a lot of times when you go to Atlanta, you got to come right back down here to get on. Just like you say, Dublin has broke a lot of artists when they first got on. So let people know, like, basically the way of living down here and trying to come up.
All right, so yeah, to piggyback on what you said, Blank, and that's a great point you made. I feel like, and I think others around me feel the same way, like, we are the ones that go to Atlanta and go turn the clubs up in Atlanta. It don't really necessarily be Atlanta people. It be the people from Middle Georgia, people from Dublin, Cochran, Sandersfield, Wrightsville, surrounding counties. We the one with the sack. We the one with the bag. But we feel like in order for us to make it, in order for us to say we made it, we have to go buy them VIPs in Atlanta and go do our thing in Atlanta. But it's a lot of money within a 35-mile radius of Dublin, Georgia. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money. I'm talking about like, I ain't talking about no chunk change, I'm talking about some real money. But our thing is that we go get the sack and we go spend the sack with somebody else. With me, on the other hand, I go get the bag and I bring the bag back to Central Georgia. And that's why Macon got love for me. Warner Robins got love for me, Fort Valley, every surrounding town, because I don't just be out in Dublin. I'm really on the turf. I am who I say I am. So these cities can vouch for that. So I go shake hands. I go to these locations and I go spread the wealth without Middle Georgia, because they can talk that talk all they want, but ain't nothing like that folks tell me. Macon has always shown me love. Warner Robins has always shown me love. Back at the Rock days, back at Shooter 32 days, back at Aqua Lounge, Showtime at Fort Valley. Those has been around for a while. When I name these clubs, when I say those club names, you'll know how long I've been outside. For me to be able to say some of the names that you said. Red Doe and Kathleen, all that, bro. We've been outside. We've been on the same time that we on now. Now it's just more publicized thanks to people like Blank, thanks to the Blank channel, able to spread the notoriety and actually talk about what's going on in Middle Georgia.
So how you feel about the night scene in Dublin right now? You know what I'm saying? Compared to how we were when we first started clubbing. Because, you know, it wasn't so much violent as it is now.
Right.
So how you know what I'm saying? I want your opinion on it and how you think we can change that.
Okay, my opinion on that is, like you said, back in the day when we grew up, for one, when we went to the club, we left our phones in the car. If you were fortunate enough to have a phone, you left your phone in the car because we wanted to actually go to the club. We wanted to dance on the beautiful women. We wanted, you know what I'm saying, show us getting money. Now when people go to the club, it's too much standing around, too much, you know what I'm saying, everybody got their phone out, want to be seen on Snapchat, and that's all fine and well or whatever, but we forgot about what we're going to the club for. We're going to the club to have a good time, to enjoy the fruits of our labors. Now, as far as if we had conflict back in the day, we'll fight it out, and after we get done fighting, we'll all go to Waffle House and go have a hamburger or go have a patty melt together. Now, you know what I'm saying, not everybody, but it's a majority are scared to knuckle up. You know what I'm saying, everything's about the gunplay now. You know what I'm saying, and sometimes, unfortunately, you got multiple families and multiple people getting involved in the gunplay because two people are losing their lives, but now you started a war between this fraction, this side, and that side. And back in the day when you were fighting, you got into a fight and it was a battle. Now you start wars and stuff with deaths and shootings and stuff like that. Because, you know, sometimes you might be willing to let it go, but the person beside you might not be willing to let it go. So therefore, that beef keeps on and keeps on.
For sure.
And you also, the second part of your question was, what can we do to change it?
Uh-huh.
I think to change it, it's got to be growth and it's got to be conversation. A lot of times, if a conversation would have got had between two individuals, they would have realized, bro, it really ain't that serious, bro. We can have a grown man conversation or a grown woman conversation. And sometimes you got to get an overstanding and try to get an understanding. You got to overstand, because sometimes you got to be man enough to say I was wrong, or you got to be man enough to say I should have listened. It's the reason why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you can do more listening than you do talking. A lot of times we do too much talking, not enough listening. Yes,
sir. So when you think the shift changed? Because it was one point in time, like you say, it was a vibe, you know what I'm saying? If it was a problem, it would handle there and it wouldn't go any further. When you think the shift changed? Because it was a shift. I just can't pinpoint. I've been trying to pinpoint it like for some months now, but I never can pinpoint when the change actually happened. Because we went from club being packed, everybody dancing, having fun. Then, you know, the sections came with people sitting down majority of the time. And like I say, the music changed where it got a little bit more violent. Then that portrayed to the streets. Like, when you think the change happened?
Blank, I think you brought up good points. I think all those are contributing factors. I think the whole sections in the club, I think that took some of the fun out of the club, because now when you have sections, like you said, you got more people buying seats rather than, if you don't have sections, then everybody got to stand up, and now when the beat drops, now you're more likely to start dancing. But if you're in a section, you want to look cool, you want to look like you got it, and so I think that was a contributing factor. Then the other contributing factor, I think, in my opinion, and everything I'm saying now is my opinion, but I stand on my opinion 10 toes. I think that too many people trying to be on demon time. Everybody want to prove they're a gangster. Gangster is doing what you got to do to take care of your family, take care of your kids, being there and taking care of your responsibilities. To me, that's gangster. Anybody can get a gun and pull a gun. I know plenty of cowards with a gun. I know plenty of suckers with money. So being a gangster, being a man, is about taking care of your responsibilities as a man, as a person. To me, that's gangster. So I think it's too many to want to be gangsters, and not enough people really understanding what a real definition of a gangster is.
Yes, sir. I damn sure agree with you on that. And just to piggyback off you, like I say, a lot of this stuff started with the youth. Like, the youth is very important. And I noticed that we don't really have too much, you know what I'm saying, youth activities as far as, like, you know, rec centers and things of that nature. Right. What you think we could start doing as far as this community, you know what I'm saying, without the help of government or per se, to help the youth more versus just letting them loose and do whatever they want to do per se?
Well, it's funny that you say that about we don't really have the youth stuff, because my first job was with Dublin Parks and Recreation Department. When I came a little bit older and I came back to Georgia, I started working with the Dublin Lawrence County Recreation Authority, which is, you know what I'm saying, what we have currently. So the current administration out there, I was running Stubbs Park Gym. So I made it fun. I made it like a run and shoot. I brought like the city vibe to it, because I put the speakers up top. I had, you know what I'm saying, the gym was filled. I had the girls over in the corner, they were working on their dance move for the cheerleading squad. I had 16 and older on one side running. I had 16 and under on the other side running. Like, it was perfect. So they got mad at me because what I was doing was, I saw a need for the gym to be open because every kid might not have been able to get to Southside to Mr. Curtis over at the Lions Den. And salute to Mr. Curtis Smith. Appreciate all your hard work. So I saw a need for the Northside gym to be open. So it was time where I wasn't making no money. It was minimum wage, but it wasn't. I wasn't doing it for the money. I was doing it out of love for the kids. Cause like you said, we got to give these kids an outlet. So they got mad at me because I proposed. I wrote up a business plan. Me and Benny Jones took it out to them. I presented it to them at one of their meetings, and I said, I just need this amount of funding that you're already granted the money for anyway, but you want to spend it at your softball, your baseball field out here so you can get these tournaments. We need that money in the city because I want to put a computer lab in there. And they weren't gonna have to extend the building at all. I just needed them to kind of fix the steps and stuff in the building. We're gonna put a computer lab in there with Wi-Fi access for those kids that didn't have computers at home, didn't have access to laptops. They can come in there, fill out job applications. If they wanna go to the military, I can help them fill out the ASVAL, just different things like that. And then I was just asking for, can we fix some of the rims in there? And they told me no, they shut me down. And then they turned around and told me that there was budget cuts, and they let me go. So what can we do? We can start asking them. Cause that's just where I'm at with it. Like I'm done asking for what we're gonna do in the city. While I'm home, while I'm able to, we're gonna just do it. Even if we gotta do it out of pocket, cause that's how we've been doing it anyway. I'm not at the point where we asking anymore. I'm telling you this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy up all y'all real estate and we're gonna have our way. And we're gonna do it our way. We're not asking for grants, we're not asking for loans. That's where I'm at with it. And I got a sack. And I believe in my people and I put my sack up for that. That's what I ducked off for 3 years for. Y'all gotta realize I didn't drink. I didn't smoke, I didn't take vacations, I didn't party, I didn't buy no clothes, I didn't do nothing for 3 years because this lick right now personal for me.
Yes,
it's
sir.
very personal.
Yes,
and
sir.
Blank can tell you, Blank had been reached out to me to do this interview. I wasn't ready. Mentally I wasn't ready and I wasn't in the position that I'm in right now. We are in a position of power right now. And I'm gonna show y'all, that's why I'm in all black for the rest of this year and for the rest of next year. Every time you see me, you're gonna see me in the color of power. Because we are no longer asking for anything. We telling you what's gonna go on. And I'm telling you that there's nothing y'all gonna do to stop what we on right now.
Yes, sir.
Live on the Blank channel.
Yes,
This
sir.
is my first interview ever and it's probably my last interview ever. But I'm telling y'all, on behalf of my people, you can't stop this show no more.
Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate I got that interview though. Appreciate you, know what I'm saying, stopping through and rocking with me. So we gonna I wanna ask you about Walo Wednesday. What made you come up with that concept? Because you know what I'm saying, I see you go on Facebook Live, you know what I'm saying, you expressing your opinions, you already had the views, you know what I'm saying, the people in the, you know what I'm saying, in the live with you, know what I'm saying, commenting and stuff. And like I say, you always expressing yourself and your point of views on how you feel about certain situations. For one, I want to salute you for that because a lot of people don't like to speak up and a lot of people don't like to, you know what I'm saying, really tell what's going on in the city. And before you get into that, I want to thank you personally because every time you see me, bro, you always give a nigga his flowers, bro.
Absolutely.
Like a lot of the shit that I be thinking about, I be feeling, bro, you say the shit. Like you seen the hustle or the struggle from the beginning, you know what I'm saying, the progress or the journey, however you want to word it, like you seen the shit from the beginning. Every time you see me, you always give a nigga words of encouragement. You always point out the things, like I say, man, I be thinking the same shit, but I don't ever say it because you know how people may get sometimes. But I just want to stop and say, bro, I appreciate you. Thank you for the love and support. And like I say, that shit don't go unnoticed, my nigga. So like I say, tell us about Walo Wednesday, man. Break that down.
Walo Wednesday, it's funny that you asked that. Like nobody's ever asked me that. Walo Wednesday started, it's an app called Tagged. I don't know if anybody know about Tagged.
Nah, I don't.
Tagged, it was a website, now they developed into an app. It was kind of like a hybrid between MySpace and Facebook at the time. So I was just on there just kind of networking and politicking with people from all over the world. So just one day on a Wednesday, I was like, man, I'm gonna get into it. So I just like, it was a thing where you could post a status and people would comment and like on it or whatever. So I just did the hashtag Walo Wednesday. And before I knew it, it just took off. So I posted like 4 or 5 different topics and they all got good content. They all got good comments and everything. So then the following Tuesday came up and the young lady that I was dealing with at the time out in Longview, Texas, salute to her. You know, you ain't gonna say your name because you're married now, out of respect for your husband. But she hit me up that Tuesday and she was just like, hey man, you doing Walo Wednesday again tomorrow? So in my mind, I'm not even thinking about Walo Wednesday. It's just the fact that was the hashtag that I used. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. So then I put like 4 more things up there. So that went on probably like a year. And then just randomly one day on Facebook, I just threw it out there. And like you said, it just went viral, kind of caught. I guess, like you said, man, I'm just somebody that I think before I speak, but if I say it, I mean it, and I'm gonna stand on it. Irregardless of if somebody get offended. Sometimes you gotta realize, Blank, that people get offended by the truth. People get
Right.
offended by somebody calling them out on their bullshit, and I don't mind being called out on mine if I can call you out on yours.
Exactly.
But if don't throw a pot, don't. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. Don't throw a rock at me if I can't throw a rock back. Cause I can take the lick that you throw at me, but can you take the lick if I throw it back at you? Cause with me, I'm real blunt, and I'm gonna say how I want to feel, and whatever consequences come behind it, then I stand. You do what you got to do. Cause I don't duck and I don't hide. I'm not trying to act like I'm Billy Badass, but I ain't no soft nigga either. You know what I'm saying? So
Sure.
if you mad at me about speaking the truth, that has more in tune to do with you than to do. That say more about you than to do about me. And as far as me giving you your flowers, I appreciate you for you being the originator and being the GOAT of what you do. And nobody can do what blank does better than blank. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always say you can be often imitated but never duplicated. That's how I feel. Like, you got all these so-called people now. When I first started going live and doing Walo Wednesday, oh man, you always going live, bro. Get away from me. You always going live. You must be on some police shit. Now everywhere you turn around, what they doing?
Going live.
They going live. Gangsters, baddies, everything. Everybody going live now. When I posted 7 years ago, hey man, if y'all get monetized, Facebook will pay you to post. Oh, you lying, you capping. Now guess what? Guess what everybody trying to do now? Go viral. Everybody want a moment.
Yep.
But when I said it, because I was ahead of the curve, because I try to stay, if we on 2025 now, I'm already on my 2028 shit. Like I'm already like, my calendar's already booked for next year. Like that's if I pull up my phone, either one of my phones, you look at my calendar, I'm already booked up for next year because I already know where I'm trending towards. So me coming back to Dublin is about me. I'm at this well. I'm trying to bring you to this water. But I can lead you to the water, but it's up to you to drink it. Like, they've been wanting me to come to the forefront and be the leader that I am. And I was running from it. I always wanted to be behind the scenes. I never
Right.
ever wanted this for myself. But those around me that don't like the camera, they want me to be able to articulate to y'all how they feel and how we feel. Because a lot of these messages that come from me, they don't just come from me. That's how I feel, but they come from a lot of people that don't want to be on the camera. A lot of people that's in the trenches, a lot of people that, if anything happens to them, they know I got them. And I know that if anything was to come before me, they got me. So a lot of times, things get said about me, and I don't respond because I know what my people gonna do for me. And I know what I'm gonna do for me. So to prevent me from tricking myself off the street, or to prevent me from allowing my people to trick themselves off the street, I just let y'all have it. But don't for 1 second think that me letting y'all have it is us being scared or us being weak. It's just literally, we know what we capable of and we know what we will do if we put in that situation. So therefore, we don't allow ourselves to be put in that situation. So that's why we always speak peace, we always speak prosperity, we always speak about taking care of these kids, giving back, food drive, turkey giveaways, Christmas, Toys for Tots. I got a Christmas event I'm finna get ready to announce soon, matter of fact. So, listen, the kids are the future, but us adults, us OGs have to do right by them as well. And so, if you can get that young man a gun to go commit a crime, you can give him a book to go take his ass valve. Because my thing is this, y'all like to shoot, y'all like to kill. Well, Uncle Sam is giving out a lot of good money to go do that very thing that y'all doing out here for free. Like, I'm a veteran in the military, so I can tell you, I can help you out. I can get you in that recruit office. They're going to give you a Camaro or a Challenger. You're going to get paid real good. You're going to get free educational benefits after 4 years. Like, you can do it. I believe in you. So it's just, you got to give these kids hope. Like, the kids need hope. They need an outlet. Like, we try to do fight night. I told y'all we can do fight night. I bring the boxing ring down here. You get in the ring, 3-minute rounds. After that, y'all shake hands, man. Come on, bro. We can squash the beast, but people got to be willing to put their pride to the side. Like,
Right.
pride is an amazing thing, bro. Because pride, it can get you blessings, but pride can block blessings. Pride can get your life took quick. You gotta know when it's time to just be like, you got it. Because sometimes it ain't worth it, man. Like, the biggest people can walk away from situations. That's why I laugh at a lot of situations. But if I laugh, you should be scared. Because that means I'm laughing because I fuck you over. But I'm laughing because I know I don't have to fuck you over. I want to see you win. Like, even if you don't like me as a person, it's okay. You go do your thing. I wish you nothing but blessings, King. And if I can help you, I will help you. Just don't come over here with that negative energy. I go off of energy. Your energy is always right. Blank's energy is always right. That's why I always go up to him and I let him know, man, you a good dude. I see you grinding. I see you hustling. I see how they try to run off on the plug and take the swag with. And then, like, my thing is, if you're going to run off on Blank, give Blank his credit. Because you got to realize, none of y'all weren't doing this until Blank started doing it. And if you feel like that rock was for you, then that rock was for you. but I'm speaking facts, and it's documented. Like, what Blank has done, show me documentation of somebody that did it before him in our area.
Facts.
That's all I'm saying. That's why I can sit down with Blank and have this interview. That's why I granted. A lot of people asked for this interview, but that's why I granted him, because he stayed persistent. Every time he saw me, he was like, "What's up? We gonna get it in?" And I always be like, "Yeah, we gonna get it in." But it was about the timing. A lot of stuff is about timing, man.
For sure.
So thank you for doing the interview.
Yes, sir.
Thank you
Yes,
for doing
sir.
the interview.
So where you see Dublin in the next 5 years? Because me, I'm an observer. I've been observing things. Since COVID, Dublin been building, especially downtown. There's a lot of business that was down there that they pushed, out, and they put other businesses down there.
Absolutely.
Know what I'm saying? So what's your take on it? Because I know you've seen some of the stuff I've seen.
Yeah, man. It's the way Dublin works. It's a lot about who you know, what you know, and can you get around? Can you bypass the who you know? If you don't know them, can you bypass that and get into what you know? So, to answer your question, where Dublin will be at in 5 years is up to Dublin. Where do we want to be at in 5 years? Because you got to realize the city limits of Dublin is 71% African American. Our issue is that we're divided. If we come together as a people, we can be wherever we want to be. There is no limit to this. Literally, there is no limit. So it's on Dublin, because we got buildings downtown that they don't even know we got. So it's not about the buildings, it's about what we're gonna do with the buildings. And then when we get the buildings, are y'all gonna do right by the buildings? Like, for instance, this area where we're in right now, Lessons with Nikki and Reese. Y'all gotta do right by these people's establishment. Because y'all always holler about, it ain't nothing to do in Dublin, ain't nothing to do in Dublin.
Exactly.
And then the minute somebody does something in Dublin to try to provide y'all entertainment and a place to go, we always mess it up. So we gotta do right by the people that open up businesses. Whether it's Van and Shells, whether it's Lessons, whether it's Candace, whether it's a spot we finna get ready to open up downtown, we gotta do right, because guess what? Y'all don't go to Company Supply with that crap. Y'all don't go to Saltwater Fishery, y'all don't go to Applebee's with that crap. So don't come to treat our establishment the same way you treat their establishment. And I'm not racist.
Oh.
I get along with everybody. I party with everybody. But let's do the right thing, people. Do the right thing, that's all we ask.
Yeah, so who's some of the figures in Dublin who you think play a key role in keeping the city together?
I'm gonna give, listen, so I'm doing this on the fly, so I ain't got no list, so if I leave you off, just take it with it.
Yeah, nobody gonna take offense at nothing. Like I say, you're doing this on the fly.
It's on the fly now. I'm gonna put my cousin Chris Smith on there, who's a city councilman. I'm gonna put Twan Pardo. I like what Nikki and Reese got going on. I like what Domain got going on, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, who else I'm gonna put on that list? As far as active right now, or period?
Just period, just whatever
Period.
come to mind.
We'll go Genie Boy. I go to Smith family as a whole. I go Reese and Nikki. I go the old Aces crew. So like T.Y., Merck, Twan, that whole crew. I go Van, and you know what I'm saying, and their family, the Chain family, the extended Brenda Chain family. Man, bro, I feel like I'm leaving off a lot of people. My brother Terrell Porter, get well soon. I think Terrell does a lot to keep the city together.
Yes,
a lot of
sir.
stuff that he doesn't even try to take credit for, TP does. So salute to my brother, get well, love you, bro. I'll be there to see you after this interview, matter of fact. Troy. I think Troy Cody does an amazing job. You know what I'm saying? He always get back to this community. Always get back to Southside.
Facts.
Long live my cousin Cortez too.
Yeah,
I think
long
Troy
live
does an amazing
Cortez.
job. Henry Prince. I think HP is another person that doesn't get the credit that he deserves. Him and the whole headquarters crew. I love what the headquarters got going on. It's a young group of African American men and women coming together. The whole Telfair script, man. What they doing with First Friday, man. That's something that me and Bud had a dream for like 7 years ago. Free Bud too, man.
Yes, sir.
Like Bud came to me with the pyramid idea. You know what I'm saying? Doing the whole Black Wall Street from Telfair to Telfair, starting at Leon Omega, coming to Mama P's, coming to Sparkles, up to Hometown Grill, here at Lessons, going all the way down to the headquarters, and we take it all the way downtown, because you got to realize this is one of the busiest strips in the city of Dublin. You got North Jefferson Street, you got Academy, then you got Telfair Street. Literally run from the exit, from one interstate down to the other interstate. Literally. So I think it's important that we really do make this a Black Wall Street. So I'm loving the vision. I apologize not coming home early enough to be a part of the initial process, but I'm home now, so whatever I can do to help generate traffic or whatever, I'm willing to help. And that's really all I'm gonna say on prominent figures, because I feel like I'm leaving people off, and I don't want to slight anybody. So I know I'm gonna get a phone call or get an inbox or whatever. So listen, that was done on the fly. But like I said, those are the first names that popped out to me. But it's a lot of y'all that contribute. And a lot of y'all contribute behind the scenes that don't want recognition. So thank you. If you know that you should have been named, then thank you. Put it like that.
While you're tapping into the Blank channel, make sure you check out these 2 Black-owned businesses.
Alright, I got a part of my show we call Blanking All Out. Blanking All Out basically is whatever you want to get off, man. Whatever you want to get off your chest. Whatever you've been holding on. Whatever you feel like you didn't say or want to say. What the people need to know. I don't care if it's promotion. I don't care if you tell somebody fuck them. I don't care if it's motivational. Whatever it is, Blanking All Out. It's on you.
Alright. With this version of Blanking Out from BigWalo, I'm gonna first say thank you to God, man. God is good. God has blessed us in so many ways that we often take for granted. I shouldn't even be able to have this conversation, some of the stuff I've been through. But he allowed others to pray for me when I wouldn't pray for myself. So I ain't gonna say fuck nobody, but I'm gonna just say for those of you that switched up on me, we appreciate you. For Craig Frazier and the KKK that threatened my mom and my daughter, we appreciate you. For anybody that ever turned their back on this city or ever turn it back on Walo, we appreciate you. Because it's personal. Y'all wanted it personal, so now it's personal. So we're not going to do anything to harm you physically, but we're going to show you mentally that we're stronger, we're more empowered, and we're more in tune. And there's nothing that you could do to stop this, because I'm the type that once I determine that I'm going to do something, faith without works is dead. I'm a praying man. So I already prayed over the situation. I already spoken to existence. So it's not about when. It's not about if. It's just all a matter about when. And you never let the right hand know what the left hand is thinking. So we already ahead of the game. We already got stuff in motion that you won't even see coming until it's too late. And when I say we, it's a whole group of it. It's a whole conglomerate of people that feel like I feel, because when I ducked off in them 3 years, I intentionally ducked off with a purpose. I intentionally sat back and watched everybody that I was going to bring with me put together a dream team of videographers, of artists, of tattoo artists, of entrepreneurs, of businessmen, car wash people. Like, if you name it, we got an umbrella for it. I got real estate people. Like, we not playing with y'all no more, bro. Because y'all made it personal. So if y'all want to make it personal, I'm the pettiest person in the world. If I ever told you noted, when I was doing my whole hashtag noted, I meant every word of it. That means you're on the list. And I deal with you when I see you. And that doesn't mean I'm going to do you any violent harm. That just means that if I told you noted, you need to call my phone and have a conversation with me. Because that just means that you was out of pocket. So, you know, sometimes when people get out of pocket, you got to put them back in their pocket. And I don't mind being that. Because I'm not afraid of nobody or nothing. The highest person, the only thing bigger than Big Walo is Big God. So if you ain't Big God, you ain't got to worry about Walo being afraid of you. Because I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to go where I want to go. And I'm going to do what I want to do. Because I'm going to give respect. And in return, you're going to have to give me respect as well. Or we're going to hold court right there in that situation. And that go for whites, blacks, Indians, whoever's. We come in peace, but we ready for war. And that's my blanket. Thank you for having me on Blank TV. Big Walo with Big Blank at Big Lessons.
Yes, sir. Before we get out, though, I got a couple more questions, though. I seen you about to put together a podcast. What makes you want to, you know what I'm saying, basically do the podcast thing? What made you want to come up with that?
The podcast idea came about probably about 5 years ago, Blank. I saw it trending. I saw, when I was doing Walo Wednesday, it started off as a social media thing, like I said, with Tad, and transpired over to Facebook. And then as I started doing it, people started reaching out like, man, like you real good with words, like you really, the way you express yourself, we really need that. Like it's a lane for you in the podcast lane. And I was just on some, yeah, but I just didn't feel like it was the right time and it wasn't the right situation. And I'm the type that I don't want nobody to do anything for me and be able to later on come and throw it in my face and say, oh, you wouldn't have that without me giving you that blessing. Right. So I just rather sit back and, so now I do have everything I need. I got the green screen, I got the mics, I got the cameras, I got everything I need to do my own podcast, and I pay for it with my own money. So that way I have my own creative control over the situation. So the podcast to me is podcasting and streaming. One of my partners is one of the biggest Twitch streamers that there is in the world right now. And I won't say his name because I'm not somebody that likes to name drop or whatever, but that's $1 billion industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and streaming is really, like, people are getting like Nike deals and endorsement deals off of streaming, like Kai Cenat, Mr. Beast and stuff like that. Like, these people are game changing, and it's trending that way. So that's the lane we're finna get in. We're not only finna get into it, but we're gonna take it over.
Y'all came up with a name for it yet?
I have, but I haven't trademarked it, so I'm gonna hold off on it.
Hey, smart move.
What's up, boss lady?
Smart move.
So we actually, right now, my attorney's actually doing the whole, I be too busy to do some stuff, so he's taking care of all the legalizing paperwork. So I'm gonna put it, matter of fact, it's gonna be a Blank TV exclusive when I do get ready to drop it. I'm gonna give it to Blank first and let Blank drop it when I drop the name.
Yeah, so tell me about that 3-year time you took off, because a lot of times we do got to step back in order to step forward. Mm-hmm. So how did that play the part on your mental? Because we don't talk about that enough. We don't talk about our mental health.
Man, listen, mental health is for real. Like, I suffer from PTSD and bipolarism, or chemical imbalance. So for the longest, I was in denial about it. I didn't really speak on it. I wouldn't take my medicine because it's just like, ain't nothing wrong with me, ain't nothing wrong with me. But then the more I actually look back at it, it is a little something wrong. I'm a little throw it off, you know what I'm saying? And taking that one pill a day, it helps kind of ease me. And that's the reason I smoke so much. You know, that's the reason I'm a Rastafarian, because smoking weed allows me to, my brain functions and it thinks. So like the whole time we've been sitting here doing this interview, I'm still thinking about what I got to do with the rest of my day before I get back to normal activities or whatever. So I think mental health is it's okay to talk about publicly. One of the best books out there right now is Gucci Mane's Episode book. Like, if you really lock in and read what Gucci talks about, a lot of us go through those same things. So I can really understand where he's coming from in that book. I mean, it's okay to, sometimes people call you and they just want something from you. They always want something from you. It's okay to call your fellow man, your fellow woman, and be like, bro, I ain't want to, I just called to check in on how you doing, how the family, anything you want to talk about. You want to just go somewhere and we ain't got to be going to get no drinks enough. We just go somewhere and go chill, go to the park, shoot a little ball, talk a little bit about life, bills. You know what I'm saying? We can go to church together. If you can go get your homeboy to go to the club, get your homeboy to go to church with you. Ain't it? I mean, come on now, we're going to call it stone to stone. You know, I don't bullshit. I say what I want to say. So if you ain't got God in your life, I don't even want you to know where around me. Because to me, if you ain't got God in your life or a higher power, whether it's Allah, Jah, whoever, then you on devil time. And I don't need no demons around me. That's bad energy. Your energy tells you everything you need to know about a person. If you always frowning, or if every time I ask you how you doing, you always complaining, you forgetting about life. Like, you blessed to wake up this morning. So what you complaining for? My back hurts. So what? You got a back to hurt. My head hurts. So what? Some folks won't they, you know what I'm saying? Like, be for real, bro. Y'all complain about everything. Shut up.
Right.
Make the best out of your situation. I'm finna go see my homeboy that's laid up in the hospital. His leg just got amputated because of some bullshit that went on. But guess what? He's still in good spirits, still in good mood. Still smiling. Still talking about Monday Night Football. So I don't want to hear nobody complain about shit. Excuse my language, but that's just, if you ain't 18, you shouldn't be watching this interview no way. But if you under the age of 18, I apologize for my language.
For sure. So when was that moment it was like, all right, I'm ready to step back out?
The moment that I decided to step back out was for my daughter. And I'm explaining that why. Let's go back to your last question. You asked me 3 years ago why I ducked off the way I did.
Yeah.
Default really threatened to kill my mom and my daughter. Really threatened to rape my mom and my daughter. So what I did was, instead of killing them, which I probably should have, I decided to duck off for 3 years, start smoking, start eating pork, start drinking, start partying, lock in mentally and physically. So that way, when it came time for me to pop back out, I was gonna pop back out in full force. So you asking me why I decided to pop back out? I popped back out for my daughter and for my mama, and for those people that threatened my mama and my daughter, to let them know, okay, you thought you won the battle because I ducked off for 3 years, but we finna win the war right here, right now, today. Because when I see you, you got to stand on everything you said about my mama and my daughter. Like, I'm the type that you better off playing with me than somebody I love. That's what we don't play about. And what we don't play about is Walo Lemons and Cynthia Lee Lemons, or Shonda Lemons, or Walisa Lanita Lemons, the 4 women in my life. So the fact that you played with 2 of them 4, I appreciate you. Cause I literally was ducked off and I was done with the whole situation. But since y'all want to be cowards, and my thing is, put a face on it, put a name on it. You putting them threats out there through a text app, that's coward shit. Cause if I say fuck you, I'm gonna say fuck you to your face. And I'm gonna put my face on it. So now I'm telling you, fuck you. And when I see you, and you know who I'm talking to, because it was your KKK people that did it. So when I see you, I'm gonna hold you accountable for your people's actions. So you need to be willing to have a conversation with me, and you're gonna have to apologize the same way this other person had to apologize to Applebee's last week that said something about my daughter. So anybody that said something about my daughter, I'm telling you now, when I see you, apology's gonna have to get had. And that's not a threat, that's not none of that, that's a promise. Because kids are off limits. You never once heard me talk about anybody's child. Never ever once me bringing somebody's mama into a situation. So kids are off limits. So the fact that my kid wasn't off limits, when I see you standing on 10 toes, that's all I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna have to. So I pop back out to say, we come in peace and we love all. But we here now. And this is Black Wall Street. And I'm not gonna allow y'all to shut us down. Because we are no longer gonna be shut down. This is our city, and whether y'all like it or not, y'all either gonna have to get down or you're gonna lay down. You're either gonna get the fuck up out of our city, or we're gonna do what we wanna do. And that's just the bottom line.
For sure. So what future projects you got coming up with?
Man, what don't we got going? We got, if you look at my pants I got on right now, these were designed by Jaquan Coley. You can look them up on Facebook. Matter of fact, the shirt I got on up under it was designed by my partner too. Real dope material. I got cold, bro, so I couldn't wear the whole thing. The hat I had on at the Gunner concert, I reached out, here's the thing, I reached out to a lot of different designers in Dublin that had brands, because I wanted to wear somebody's brand the whole time I was in Atlanta doing my thing, politicking and going to the club and stuff. But everybody didn't have nothing on hand. So what I did was, I just went ahead and I crunk up my daughter's line. My daughter, she got a line, Limone, L-I-M-O-N-E, with asterisk with E. So if you look at the hat I had on at the Gunner concert, it's a Limone hat. I was gonna wear it today, but I'm gonna do something else with you, Blank, as far as a promo video, and we're gonna get into that then. So, but yeah, man, we just, you know, we letting the ships fall high as fall. We got a podcast coming, we got a clothing line coming. I got an AAU team I'm sponsoring. We got a building that me and the boss lady is gonna figure out what we're gonna do to building that. We got the building coming. We got a lot of great things coming. I'm the type that I don't really want to speak on it, I want to show you. And after I show you, they can come back to the Blank channel and view all of it. But podcast, tattoo shop, clothing line, we got the app coming, we got the building coming for the content creators. We got a lot of good motion, we got the AAU team, we got a lot of good motion coming on. Like, it's just certain, I don't want to reveal too much.
Yes, sir.
Crab in the bucket mentality, man, you know. You want to get to calling folks. Got a food truck coming. You know I got to do a food truck. That's just law. Because we got to eat. When we out partying, we out celebrating, we got to eat.
Yeah.
So the only difference in my food truck, we're going to have alcohol in my food truck because I do have a mobile liquor license. So that's going to be different in my food truck.
Okay.
I got a mobile liquor license with it. I told y'all, when I duck off, boy, y'all know y'all in trouble when I pop back out. I mean, I done ducked off, put this shit together. So I really done put this shit together.
That's what's up, man. Before we get out of this, man, you got any shout out?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the boss lady. Shout out to Nikki. Salute to my pops too, man. Nikki's a city councilman in her city. My dad is a mayor down in Midville, Georgia, right outside of Swainsboro. Salute to Keyshawn. Salute to the headquarters. Salute to Van. Salute to anybody doing anything. Salute to OG Ball in Macon, doing real big things for Macon at the Macon Arts Center. Salute to V-Row. Salute to Endless LA. Salute to Lord DeAndre. If you're doing something positive, I mean, I can't shout out to everybody, but if you're doing something positive, something righteous, especially if you're giving back to the community, giving back to your kids, giving back to the kids without trying to get a photo op out of it, salute to you. Because everything don't deserve to be a photo op. Start doing shit for social media, start doing shit for the newspaper. Do it for the right reason, do it from the heart.
And there we have it, man. Another episode of The Blank Show, man, with that homie BigWalo, man. Tell them where they can follow you at, homie.
On Facebook, BigWalo space Lemons. On other social media, it's gonna be I am BigWalo. Hey man, free Walo Lemons. Facebook, can I have my original page back, please? Free Walo Lemons, man. Hey, Meta, Mark, whoever I need to, hey man, come on man, get my page back. All I did was speak the truth. You said it's a freedom of speech page. First Amendment, come on bro, get my page back. So if I get my old page back, it's Walo Lemons. If I get my old Instagram back, it's I am Walo. If not, then it's I am BigWalo, and we'll continue on with the BigWalo Lemons. So let me go back to that. So they reported my page for bullying because they was threatening my mom and my daughter.
Right.
So that's coward shit. So don't be Billy Badass and then try to play the victim after I respond back. So that's why my Walo Lemons page got deactivated and got taken from me. But all we did was rebuild and come right back stronger than ever. So now instead of being Walo, now you got to deal with BigWalo. And my daughter's name is Big O. My name is BigWalo, and Walia's name is Bigger Walia. So if you think I'm a problem, y'all don't even understand what Walia finna do to y'all.
What's up? What's up? And there you have it, man. Once again, homie BigWalo in the building, man. This the Blank Channel. We out.
Westside Telfair forever, baby.